Hey guys, and welcome back to Pro Speed Baseball. Today we have Troy Tulowitzki, who had a season-ending injury due to a left hip. Guys, I'm going to show you what he did that hurt that hip in his swing and what you can do to prevent this from ever happening to you. Let's go ahead and get started. Man, what a disappointing season for Troy. He was batting .340, guys. He was crushing everybody in batting average. There was nobody even close to him, and he had to end it early due to this one simple move that he could have prevented all of this from happening. Guys, if we go ahead and look at his front foot, this is what happened right here. He's in a great position here. His foot doesn't need to rotate anymore, but if we go ahead and take him all the way through his swing, we can see that he rotates all the way onto the side of his foot. And how the human body works, if we put the weight of our body onto the side of our foot, the only way that we can balance and stabilize is if we use the ball and socket joint in our hip to balance. And that's not what we want to use to balance our body. The joints are made to rotate the limbs around the body. They're not made to absorb the force of a move as violent as a baseball swing. And if we put that force into a joint versus a muscle, that's just a recipe for disaster. And we're going to grind on a joint that's not made to absorb force over and over and over again until it finally gives out. And that's exactly what happened to Troy as he was hitting. He took so many swings where he rolled over on this front foot that his hip finally gave out, and he had to give up a career season at the plate due to a lack of balance between flexibility and strength in his hips. Now, the important thing to take from this video is to understand what neutral joint alignment is. And neutral joint alignment is when we're standing up straight and our ankle, our knee, and our hip are all straight up and down. So if we're in neutral joint alignment, then our leg is completely vertical, like this line right here. We can see this is way far outside of neutral joint alignment. And when we get outside of neutral joint alignment, that's when we know our hip is starting to absorb the blow of whatever move we're doing. Now, in a baseball swing, this is going to happen to a certain extent, but it is very easy to key off of that front foot and making sure that that front foot stays planted. And we don't let those hips get too far out away from us and start letting the hips take all the blow of the swing. Now, I want to pull up Bryce Harper's swing because he's a great example of a guy with a lot of power that doesn't roll over on that ankle hardly at all. Now, this foot is going to tend to lean up just a little bit due to the fact that we are swinging around our body and the force of the bat is going to be going behind us. And there is going to be some force into the front foot. And if we can keep the balance between strength and flexibility in our hips correct, we won't ever run into this problem. We'll be able to easily maintain that front foot position throughout the swing. So if you're running into problems with rolling over on this front side and it seems almost uncontrollable, guys, I got a great drill for you guys that you can do on a tee, and you don't even need a cage. You can just hit balls into a net, whatever you got to do. This is going to be a progressive drill, and it's going to help you strengthen up that hip specifically for the baseball swing so that you can control rolling over that front foot and be in an even more powerful position. And what you're going to do is you're going to get on a tee, and you're going to take swings at about 25%. And what we want to do is we want to make sure on every swing we have pressure in the heel of our foot. So when our foot's on the ground, we're going to feel that pressure in the heel versus the side of our foot. And we're going to make sure that this foot stays flat on the ground. The entire surface area of our foot is staying on the ground. Make sure you can get 10 swings in a row where we can stay completely on our front foot and we don't lift up or roll over at all to the side of our foot. And then we're going to move up to 50% swings and do the same thing. And then we're going to go to 75% until we can work up to where we can swing full speed on a tee and not roll over whatsoever on that front foot. Then take that into side toss, front toss, guys, and then all the way into batting practice. And by that time, you'll have developed enough strength in your hips to be able to swing full out in a game without the risk of rolling over that front foot and hurting your hips. Now, guys, I really hope you liked this video and this helped you out with rolling over that front foot. But stay tuned. I got a great bonus for you coming up. I'm going to play a preview out of one of the videos in our power hitting series. And if you click on the link in the preview, it's going to take you to a place where you can see the whole series for absolutely free of charge. It's a great series. It's going to teach you a lot about picking up a lot of bat speed. Check that out, guys. Leave your questions and comments below. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys soon.
We want to take our hands and we want to bring them back in front of our body. If we were having a line right down our feet and our feet are dead square, we can imagine a wall coming right up out of that line in front of our face. And what we want to do is keep our hands in front of that wall at all times. They should never get behind this wall at all. Some of your better hitters will stay in front or get right on this wall, but they never go behind the ball. So if you watch them from down the line, you'll see that their hands stay in front of their body the whole time, and now they're able to go from point A to point B and get as solid a contact as possible to hit home runs. So what we're going to do to work on this